Alright, here we go with some standard UB Drakeline. Let's give it a shot. It's a lot of fun to play. Here we go. Yeah, this hand is just perfect. It's got lands, it's got Call of Bloodline, Drakehaven, and even a Censor. This is just a fantastic hand. So we will definitely keep. Go ahead and play the Sunken Hollow first. We're not going to cycle the Censor until we have some of the pieces down. Play our Choked Estuary, reveal a swamp, and we're going to go ahead and get down our Call of Bloodline. Hopefully next turn we'll play another tap land, and then we can play our Drakehaven. But if they leave up counterspell mana, we'll probably just pass the turn. Perfect. Now we can start making vampires and drakes along with everything else that we have going on. Oh, it's the Drakehaven mirror match. Alright, I am going to go ahead and cycle this. I just want to get some more information. I am going to pay to make a Drake. Then we're going to be able to hold up Censor. So, Glimmer is a fine draw. If you've read the article, you'll note that I prefer Pull from Tomorrow by a large margin, but this is Budget Depot, not the Rolex Depot. Curator of Mysteries. And this is where Censor just feels incredible. Just get to say no. There's pull. We'll probably save this until we have some more lands in play. I'm going to actually go ahead and main phase Glimmer because they are probably playing counter magic. And let's put Forgotten Creation on top. We're going to put Glimmer on the bottom. Forgotten Creation just makes this deck crazy. I doubt we'll be able to resolve it, but you know, we'll give it a shot. I'm probably going to make a Drake of their own here, and that's fine. Going to cause them to use some of their mana, which will allow us to cast our spells without worrying about them getting countered. Cast Forgotten Creation. Pause as the opponent reads the card. I'm not sure that we will discard. I think I'd rather get a pull going first so our hand's a little bit more full. Go ahead and play this, revealing our swamp. And I don't want to swing in with this. They could make multiple drakes and block it, and I don't want to do that. So if they use a bunch of their mana here, we'll probably go ahead and pull from tomorrow. Yeah. I'm on the same plan here. I am going to leave 1 mana open so that we can discard and make a Drake. Just all parts of this engine just feel so good together. Call of Bloodline hasn't really had a time to shine yet, but I think it will. Specifically in this video. And my playtesting, it's been an all-star, so hopefully it will in this one as well. So our opponent really needs to take care of this turn, or else they risk us going off. Sure. Yes. All the triggers. Have another Drakehaven? Excellent. Go ahead and play our land for the turn, and we're going to swing in with our Drake. Sure. They're in the Esper colors, so they're probably running Fumigates or something along those lines. They won't have to tap out for it at this point, but maybe we can get them a sensor. If not, after they wipe the board, then we can make some more. Or we can make a Drake with that. Although if they're gonna wipe the board, I'm not sure they would be cycling, unless they're just digging for their Fumigate. Yeah, this feels like a Fumigate. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. It's not great for us, but it's fine. You know, instead of cycling this, I think we're just gonna discard a land. Ooh, welcome to the fold. Alright, let's go ahead and try and get this Drakehaven, the second Drakehaven down. We can censor it if they had a counterspell, but they don't. So let's go ahead and get in for 3. And if they cycle, we'll probably steal it. Steal whatever the Drake that they make with Welcome to the Fold. Okay. Alright, just pass the turn, see what they've got going on. They have a ton of cards in their hand. We have another board wipe? No, Curator of Mysteries? Yeah, that's fine. Let's see, if we discard Welcome, that's 1. We can't steal it this turn, but we could steal it the next turn. So yeah, sure, go ahead, resolve it. Yeah, I think we want to censor that. We're currently ahead on the Drake race. And I don't think we're going to cast from the floorboards right now either. We only be making one zombie. Well, that's sometimes fine. I'd rather get some more value out of it. So instead, let's discard Welcome to the Fold. We're going to stack these so the Welcome to the Fold resolves first, so I know how much mana I have, or if I have any mana left over for these. For toughness creature, alright. Oh, in the words of the venerable Saffron Olive, this deck, man. This deck. Sure. Alright. Let's get in for 3. Opponent deciding what they can do now about the situation. Feels pretty good. We've got, we're up on a Drakehaven. We don't have nearly as many cards in hand as they do, but that's fine. I think I'm going to start holding on to my lands to discard to call the Bloodline. We've got a ton of mana in play, so I think for now we're just going to try and beat down. If they go to double block this, I might discard that so I can get a scry. Discard my island to get a scry. Yeah, that's fine. And at the end of their turn, or even if, well, probably not if they tap out, but let's say sometimes you want to sneak these in if they're tapping out, but if they're digging for a fumigate, you definitely don't want to do that, so we'll go ahead and wait. Gonna make a Drake, that's fine. I feel like taking that damage all the way down to 7 just meant that they're for sure just digging for a fumigate. Or some other way to clog the board. Or, I mean, wipe the board. Yeah, they're just digging for an answer at this point. We'll wait and see what this targets. Oh, they're just cycling that cast out? Yeah. Did they find it? Nope, they didn't. We got there. Alright. I don't think that we want to change anything in the sideboard. We could bring in some negates, but I'm fine with the way it is right now. Alright. We've only got 2 lands, but we do have a Nagging Thoughts and a Censor to help us find our 3rd and 4th and 5th lands. So this is not an amazing hand, but I mean it does have a Drakehaven, so I'm going to keep it. It's not nearly as good as our very first hand, but not everything can be perfect. Our opponent keeps 7. Awesome. To an island. Perfect. I'm going to guess that our opponent brought in negates. So I don't know that we'll be able to play Drakehaven on curve, but we'll see what happens. So hopefully next turn we'll draw an untapped land, and then we can nagging thoughts and still hold up censor. Well, we definitely do the land, but it's not untapped, so we will have to wait. Eventually one of us is going to have to blink and be the one that tries to put their Drakehaven down first. What the opponent doesn't know is that I'm really only running censor, so they don't have a lot to fear from me, but like I said, they don't know that. Let's go ahead and nagging thoughts here. Sunken Hollow in my hand, and Island into the graveyard. Pass the turn. And I think next turn, if we draw an untapped land, we can try to play Forgotten Creation, and then if they counter it, then we can play our Drakehaven. But if they tap out here for a pull from tomorrow, we might cast our own pull from tomorrow. I guess neither one of us is going to blink. Let's go ahead and discard it from under the floorboards. We don't have a good way to madness it out for value at the moment. And we have another one in our hand, so I just want to keep making land drops. Now we've got 2 Drakehavens, so we should be able to resolve one of them, I think. Let's cast Nagging Thoughts. We're going to put Rise from the Tides in our hand. And that is one of the reasons this is in the deck, is that eventually we can hopefully just run them out of counter spells. And then our graveyard will be full of spells that they've countered, and then we can just cast Rise for 1,000,000 and kill them with a bunch of zombies. But right now we're just going to pass the turn. Hopefully they'll tap out for Glimmer, and we can censor it. If not, I might cycle it. It's about that time of the game where they're almost always going to have 1 mana to pay for it. Yeah, let's go ahead and cycle this. I'm not sure exactly what I'm hoping to draw. Maybe I call the Bloodline. That would help get things started a little bit. This is fine too. I'm just going to cycle this as well. Alright, let's try Drakehaven again. I know it's gonna get countered, but that is fine. Sure. And let's try to resolve from the floorboards. From under the floorboards, excuse me. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Let's and let's see. Let's go ahead and try and glimmer. And yep, top and top. Yeah, I'm gonna try and Drakehaven too. It's possible that's wrong, but I feel like they might have countered that glimmer. Yeah. Alright, we're in business. Opponent gets in for 4. We're both still at 20 life on turn 10. Sure. Let's see, how many instants and sorceries do we have in our graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could try to resolve a Welcome to the Fold. But I think that I'd rather just, yeah, actually, let's do Forgotten Creation, and then we'll try to cast Rise. Sure. Are they really all out of counter spells? Or are they just holding it so that their Sphinx doesn't get stolen again? Alright. It's also possible that means they just have Fumigate. They're just gonna wipe the board. They're gonna get in for 4, yeah. Smells like Fumigate to me. In retrospect, I could have cast Rise and then held up Negate. Might have been better. Definitely would have been better. Sure. Opponent gains a million, goes to 31. We're at 12. But at least we can Forgotten Creation. Maybe he can dig us out of this hole we've dug for ourselves. I think I'm gonna hold off here. I'm gonna swing with our Forgotten Creation. And then try to resolve Rise from the Tides. With the Negate back up. opponent looking for a way to counter the spell. Sure. Alright. Alright. Now the question is, do I counter this? I think the answer is yes. I'm not sure, but if they cycled cast out to find an answer, and they didn't, that means they probably didn't have the Fumigate in their hand, so yeah, let's counter that. This is a real fast clock. No whammies, no whammies. Alright, pull for 5, sure. That feels pretty good. So that means we're probably getting in for 23 next turn, and they have to. I mean, they're gonna wipe the board, but I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say yes to this triggered ability. I mean, we're not gonna. He's welcome to fold right now. I just like to see some more action. No. Okay. Let's attack. I'm not gonna play out the Forgotten Creation because, like I said, they either wipe or we win. So no need to play that out at the moment and just have it die. Alright, we're doing it. We are doing it. Yep. We knew that was going to happen. Let's just cycle this in response. Sadly, the opponent is going to gain 11 life and be back at 16. The deck does only run 2 Rise from the Tide, so we're going to need to resolve like a Drakehaven or something along those lines to close out this game. So let's go ahead and cast Forgotten Creation. No, they probably should counter this. I'm really low on cards and action. Ooh, I did not see that coming. Especially with Fumigates? Wow. Alright. I was totally blindsided by that. Yep, that happens. Now things are looking pretty bad for us. Oh, that's gross. Now hopefully we can. I'm willing to wait like a turn or so to find a Call the Bloodline so we can madness this out for a huge amount of instant speed, but I can't wait too long. Although a bunch of 2/2s on a board of a 2/3 doesn't seem that great either. Ugh. Triple Drakehaven. Yeah, that does not feel good. Alright, well, we found call. Alright, now we're gonna have to main phase this out, because if we don't, then we're just gonna die on the swing back. I mean, I guess we could do it. We can do it at instant speed. That's fine. It's most likely gonna get countered and we're gonna cry, but such is life. Make sure to leave 1 minute available for sensor. But other than that, we're just gonna go for the whole shebang. 9, x equals 9. Feels pretty good. It'll feel better if they don't counter it. Alright. Well, go into a game 3. And we do want the negates in this time. And let's bring in 2 of the advanced stitch wings. And take out a nagging thoughts and a forgotten creation. Let's take out welcome to the fold too. As good as it feels to steal their Sphinx and whatever else they're playing, most likely we'd just be stealing a Drake. So, alright, let's try it like this. Game 3, here we go. I don't love this hand, but it doesn't have any of our money cards. Doesn't have call, doesn't have Drake Haven. But you know, I think we're gonna keep it. See how it goes. The reason being that Forgotten Creation can help us dig for our pieces and puts this in the graveyard, you know, so we can start bringing him back and beating in. So we're gonna keep and give it a shot. Ooh, that was a good draw. Go ahead and get that down. Oops. Now this feels much better. The only way that they can prevent call activations is disallow, and they're only running so many of those in the deck. So, let's go ahead and play our swamp and pass the turn. We might discard our Stitchwing here. Depends on what they try to resolve. I think let's go ahead and do that. We don't want to be casting it from our hand. Alright, get in for 1. Into their turn, if they don't cast anything that we need to censor, then we'll probably just go ahead and Glimmer. Attempt to Glimmer. Top and top. Ooh, negate. I think we'd do it. I think we'd go for it. Let's go ahead and swing in. I mean, they could have negate and censor, but if they do, so be it. It just resolves. Alright then. Go ahead. Yeah, we are going to be censoring your cast out. Thank you. Go ahead and play our land and swing in for one. And these vampire beats are getting the job done. And I don't really want to play the Forgotten Creation. I mean, we have to. I mean, if we use it on our upkeep, we would be discarding 2 negates, which seemed like a pretty good card in this matchup. So I think we're better off just waiting here. Sure. Alright. Get in for one again, and we'll pass the turn. We might try to madness out of floorboards at the end of their turn. Negate. Yep. They cycle another land. Do I care if they have that? Kind of. Yeah, let's go ahead and counter that. I'd rather, yeah, actually, no, I'd rather save this negate for a board wipe, I think. And no, let's go ahead and do it. I don't know. I'm not sure what's right, but we're currently beating down. That's something that may never happen. And we did it! Alright, there you have it. Blue-black Drakeline in standard here on the book.